Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and everybody in between, welcome to another episode of the Chaps Chat Cats. My name is Jake Botel and I'm joined in the virtual Zoom studios by Sambo and Johnny for another episode of AFLW Wheel of Grades, where we go player by player. We spin the wheel and get a player each, and we give them a letter grade for their performance on the AFLW season. Are you ready to spin the wheel, chaps?
Ready.
Absolutely.
Let's get into it. First up, we'll go Sambo. We'll spin the wheel for you. Olivia Barber, the Demon Barber, Sambo. What is your grade and thoughts on Olivia Butler?
That's a difficult one. Because
One of your faves.
one of my faves didn't get a great look in this season. Took a long time to get the boots on ground, and even when she did, it was generally not in her favoured position. In my approximation, it's that she would much rather be up forward, and they only really gave her half a game up there. So this is a really tough one. I'm gonna, first of all, what's she got going for her? I think she's a fantastic football mind. I think she has a really good awareness and understanding of the game, coupled with a drive and hunger that is super important, super vital for making your way into the squad, but also making improvements to your game. And that hunger, I think, really lends her the ability at some point to really make vast impacts on the game, and also a tremendous goal sense, as we've seen in the BFLW. That she's very handy in front of goal and knows how to kick a bag. The downside is we didn't really get to see her that much. She was mostly played in the ruck, and only played sort of maybe half the season. I don't think even that. I think 3 or 4 games at best, probably. So it's a really hard one to grade for me. I will give it an optimistic C plus. It's pretty low, but she didn't get it. She wasn't in her preferred position. She didn't get a lot of game time, and I feel like that lent itself to her not really having the time to figure out where she sat, how to play that role, where she sat in the team. She did some really good stuff, but I think it's miles from where I see her being in a couple of years. So with that in mind, I give it a C plus, but with a weather eye on the future for Olivia Barber.
All right, Johnny, time to spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel, Jake.
You have Amy Mcdonald.
Oh, Amy McDonald.
Mhm.
Talk about coming out the gate with a superstar.
Absolutely.
Where do we start with Amy McDonald that we haven't already talked about?
Where are you going to
other
start? That's the
episodes?
question.
Where am I going to start?
We don't have to say anything.
You don't. Just another absolutely sensational season by Amy McDonald. Getting her first look at the All-Australian squad, getting into the team of 40. I'm not sure if the 22's been announced yet, or if that's coming
Not yet, but I've seen
on this day. That
yet.
was. Well, hopefully she definitely should get in that squad because she played a sensational season yet again. MVP for us chaps. I'll be surprised if she's not Geelong's best player this year in their awards. It should be way up there though. It was just another classy, dominant season, playing her hard out every single game, trying to get the Cats a win each week.
What are the
Passing is
skills you like,
fantastic.
Johnny? What are the traits? Give me the traits.
Traits. Her traits is just being able to get the ball and use it with such great skills. Find that ball, find that hard ball as well. She's not afraid to get in there and do the hard work to get it. She's not one of those ones that just hangs on the outside to get all those possessions. She gets in there and gets it and rips it out. Lays great tackles as well. Has a good kick. Great goal sense as well. Great leader. Everything about her game is just fantastic. She's a natural football player, natural leader. And this season, I'm just going to have to give her an A plus.
Yeah.
There's not much else. There's no other grade that I can think of that you can give her. An A is not good enough, so an A plus, A plus plus, whatever we can.
Plus
Grade we can give her. That's what I'm going to give her because she deserves it because she played yet again another absolute romping season.
Absolutely. Love it, Johnny. Let's spin the wheel for me. Round and round it goes. Where will it land? Only the football god. No. Madison McGuire. Okay, interesting. Okay, so Madison McGuire played 6 games. It's an interesting one with Madison McGuire because I don't think her potential shows up on the stat sheet. That is what I will say. I like her speed. She's an absolute dasher. Has that ability to really break the lines and make the opponent worried. With that, it's one thing to have the speed. It's another thing to use it aggressively to try and pull the opposition out of position. Adds a lot of pressure. Again, speed, and then the hunger to actually make the tackle and lay pressure. I think she's got a developing goal sense. I think that's something that, she's had some injury issues across the course of her career that has probably stopped her getting a solid run into the team. But I think if she does get, a full 10-game season at some point, I think she can start to really develop as a dangerous pressure forward and someone who can really break the lines for the Cats and kick a sneaky goal here and there. That's all, some of it's there right now. Some of it's just potential. I'm going to give Madison McGuire a B- for Madison McGuire, I think. Played the 6 games, probably could have had more impact, I think. But again, I liked what I saw. I could easily see this getting up into your B+, A- category next year. Just about getting that consistency of games in. So that's where I'm going for Madison McGuire. Shall we spin
yeah, I agree. Let's do it.
No renegade cards being played as we spin the wheel again for Sambo. Round and round it goes. Sambo, you have the beast from the northeast, Becky Webster.
Oh, beautiful.
Becky Webster. What a legend. I mean, I'd love to keep this short, but I'll give us some content here. She's real good. She's, I think probably her, just by far and away, one of the best players out there on the field all season. I think it was an incredibly consistent year, but within that consistency was a lot of marked progress, I thought. I thought her game awareness increased, her ability to affect not just, the contest that's in front of her, but the larger game, what's going on behind and beside and around her. Really came along in strides, just one game after the other. I think she's obviously an incredibly tough competitor. I think she, absolutely puts her body on the line every single contest and has nothing but perfection in mind in her game. I think we noted throughout the year that if ever something didn't quite work out, if ever she didn't quite get that 100% out of herself, she was the first one to be scolding herself and kind of coaching herself through it and not slumping the shoulders and getting her head down, but getting herself back into it. So I think that leads into the point that she's got an incredible mental fortitude. Is that a good little like dot point for you there, Jake?
Chuck that on there.
On the mental fortitude alongside the physical toughness. She's an exceptional competitor. in her mind as well, and the way she acquits herself there. And I'm gonna say it, absolute dead set, no questions. Future captain for me,
Woo!
future captain of the
Whoa!
Cats. I think she has to be her. The final point beyond, you know, obviously exceptional just skills, foot skills and hand skills as well, and hard tackling. I think is her leadership skills, that she leads from the front. She's the one telling them to jog into the rooms at halftime when they're down a couple of kicks. She's the one congratulating people. She's the one talking to people during contests and telling them what they've got going on around them. I think this was an A plus year, but I think that she can get better. So this isn't this is an A plus with the proviso that it's not her ceiling either. That this is an A plus for what I expected from her this year, where she sits in her career, what she was able to do with the team, with team around her, and a bit of an inconsistent squad, people coming in and out. So I think it's an A plus for all the elements, all the that were around her. But I think that this is in no way the ceiling of her career. So I think that this A plus will look like nothing to her A plus in a couple of years' time.
Johnny, let's spin the wheel. Oh, the mullet with the mostest. Johnny's got Nina Morrison.
Nina. Fantastic. What a mullet she wore this season. Sensational. Brilliant stuff. Just like a season. At the start of the season, we said we wanted to see her have an injury-free season. We got that from her. I believe she only missed the one game, which was round 2.
2 games, but yeah,
correct.
You're close.
2 games did she miss?
2 games.
2 games.
Mm.
Well, she still had relatively injury-free year, which was fantastic. Sorry, that's a big thumbs up. It was really good just to see her out there showing what she can do. She bulked up pretty scarily. Like, she looked scary out there. And when I went and saw them live, you see those players and they look fairly small, and they don't look like what you think they'll look like in real life. Watching her on the TV and then seeing her in real life, she looks exactly like she looks on the TV. There's no difference at all. She's just a big tank, and great kick, great awareness, gets to the ball nicely, uses the ball on the wing really well as well. Great penetration inside 50. Also really good defensively, I thought she played a fairly good game on the defense. And hopefully next season that can evolve into a more attacking team like they were trying to get. And in talking of attacking, her tackling was also on point. Like, some of those tackles she was able to lay in, hip and shoulders, marks. Yeah, she was just playing beast mode all season, and especially in that second half. I thought that second half was pretty sensational by her. I'm going to give her a nice A.
Already had it jotted down on the sheet. I knew it.
Nice. You knew it. You knew. Or I knew. Yeah, a solid A. Like, she's still got more in her, more to learn, more to train, more to improve. But what she's laid as foundation is pretty sensational already, and looking forward to her pulling on them hoops more and kicking more goals. I'd like to see her kick more goals. I think she's got that in her. She's got a booming kick. And I feel like she's going to be one of those players that gets in tough in those hard situations, and other players look to when they need a bit of a lift.
Absolutely, Johnny. Love it. Had 47 tackles in just 8 games, so she would have cleared 60 if she'd played the full 10. One more time.
The wheel sound just got funny for me again. You know how jokes are funny and then they go through the page where you like, okay, too many times. That one, not the other 5 times tonight. For some reason, that one It made me laugh.
I like
What
it.
a like, giggle out of you.
It's
Or you're
always
just getting
nice.
tired.
I don't know. It could be.
My
Delirious.
last one is Maddie McMahon, someone who also found herself in the initial squad of 40 for the All-Australian team. What can we say about Maddie McMahon?
Did you get double alliteration tonight, Jake?
Yeah, I got Madison McGuire and Maddie McMahon. MM.
Did Stan Lee name these people?
Yes, definitely. Stanley here. So Maddie McMahon, just an incredibly elite player in terms of marks, her ability to intercept the ball, incredible leadership too. Like I think that was something that I really noticed this year was her ability to be one of those voices down back. And maybe it's just something I noticed this year, but to be able to direct traffic back there with Megatron to help, you know, coach some of those young guns up, like your Annabelle Johnsons, who I think would be learning a lot at the feet of Maddie McMahon. She led the team in marks, Maddie McMahon with 38, added a few tackles in there as well. But really, it is that aerial threat. It's the ability to float across and intercept. It's the ability to lock down the opponent's attack. All of those things, and a driving kick as well with Maddie McMahon. She's so often that player that, you know, when the Cats had it locked inside their forward 50 and the ball came out, she's the player to take that mark and drive it back in for them. You saw it a lot when they're trying to come back against the Saints. So supreme player. She's made that All-Australian, you know, squad of 40. So to me, that means I can only really give Maddie McMahon an A+. I don't see how you can be recognised as one of the best 40 players in the league and not be given an A+ for your own club. So I'm going A+ for Maddie McMahon. Sensational season and just a linchpin of that Cats AFLW team. All right.
No arguments here.
No arguments from me.
Thanks, chaps. It's been good to
Beautiful.
spin the
Thank
wheel
you.
again. We'll spin the wheel.
Been really awesome.
Oh!
Dad. I'm a dad. I'm allowed to say these jokes.
We'll spin the wheel again next Wednesday. One more time with feeling for the AFLW players. Till next time, go Cats.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Wow.